been doing more and more live arena, and you guys mentioned there was one thing that I was actually missing in my team. So for today's video, we're gonna go ahead and fill that missing spot. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. As I've been doing live arena, you guys have been giving me tons of feedback, which I greatly appreciate because you pointed something out to me that I've been thinking about, but I hadn't actually really considered who or what approach I wanted to take to it. And I think it's time that we fill this void in my team, which is essentially some type of a turn meter booster. And honestly, I didn't even think about it, but you are 100% right. This is somebody who I definitely needed to add into my live arena. So going through who I had potential in and who you guys actually suggested, one of them was to use Arbiter. And you guys were like, Cece, why are you not using your Arbiter? 100%. Go ahead, use her. She's great. I don't have her yet. Just to make it as simple as possible. I don't have her yet. I'm at part 4 out of 4. I'm getting there. I'm close. I'm working on it. Currently affinity bonus. I need to get these guys who level 7. So coming along, it is coming along. We will get there. But because I don't have Arbiter, kind of goes to plan B, which is like, who else can I potentially use on my team? And you guys actually went ahead and mentioned it because you noticed it. And I love the fact that you noticed this champion within my roster of champs. And that is actually Deacon Armstrong. And I even have 2-star perfect soul on him. So the blessing I've actually gotten him is cruelty blessing, the one that I think works right now for what I'm using. But let's go ahead and take a look at why Deacon Armstrong is and why he would actually fit into my team. So starting off, he does have an aura which has 19% speed lead in all battles. This is great because if any of my other speed leads do get banned, I have him as a backup. Now, typically, I think with the champs I'm bringing right now, I have 2 or 3. So even if one of them gets banned, that's okay. We do have him. First skill, so attacks an enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. Second skill, attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. And then the skill 3. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15% and decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%. Grants an extra turn. And you'll notice I actually do have him fully booked up. At some point in time, I had gear on this champion. I just took it off him at some point along the way, so we do need to re-gear him. But looking at his skills, it's really the skill 3 I want to be able to utilize. It's going to give that turn meter boost that I have, but it also decreases their turn meter, which is great. And then having the extra turn in here is nice because I can potentially go in there as well and get the decrease defense, and that AoE defense break works really well going into some of my other champs who I typically will use a Queen of Hearts or a Thor, somebody else that can do a lot of damage. So I actually think that he would fit quite nicely into my team. Let's talk about the builds then. So if we are going to go ahead and build Deacon Armstrong, we want him to be fast. We want this champion to essentially be as quick as I can possibly get this champion. And while I have quite a bit of speed here, as you can see here, I promise you a lot of it probably needs to actually be sold. So let's go ahead and take a look at what some of our potentials are that we can use in here, and what other stats I want to focus on. So of course for boots, first of all, let's go into the fitting room. Boots and primary stat speed. Right there, that is the one. All those boots, I only have 1 speed. I think I need to clean up my. But okay, sure. We'll go ahead with this piece. This is what we have. This is what we're working with. That's fine. So it's kind of funny. So essentially, yes, we want Deacon to be very quick, but we also want accuracy on him as well. So I potentially, hopefully, have some other gear that I can make work that's got accuracy and that does have speed. Now, ideally, I do want to go for HP on the chest plate. I don't necessarily want to go in for accuracy on there. So HP with speed would be really nice, but I might have to use a different 2 set if I can't get this to actually work. So, I mean, we'll see. For now, I will try this one on because at least it is 19 accuracy. Next, let's go into our gauntlet. So again, HP would be nice, but we do need something that's got some speed on it. So again, I might have to go into a lot of this does need to be sold. It has been a bit since I've cleared gear on this account. On my other account, I did a big gear cleanse. Obviously, I did not on this account, so definitely need to do a little bit on here. And I really don't think I have much going on in terms of gauntlet that I can make work. So I'm not even gonna think of that. Let's go to the shield next. And you know what? Let's actually substat, let's get speed going. Just narrow it down a little bit. Make this a little bit easier for us. See what we are working with and what we can I guess, essentially have on here. So let's go with the weapon. I want some quick if we can. Get something quick, speedy. 10, 18, we'll try that on there. We can have both speed accuracy, even better. Ooh, see, like 16, 12, that's nice. Throw that on there, and then let's check with the shield. 5 and 20, ooh, 11 and 20, that's better. 10 and 20, a lot of accuracy. Ooh, 12 and 22, this might be the one. Let's upgrade this one to 12. Speed again, nice. Okay, that's gonna be the one there. So essentially it's just, I don't have much going on in terms of the gauntlet here to make this really work. So we'll see what else can I potentially use if it's not speed. Let's say we went in with something else that is a 2-set. Let's say we went in with accuracy and just see what we've gotten here. Attack. Let's go maybe, what do I have in here? I'm gonna quickly look through my other gear and see where I maybe end up here. So after looking through what I had, I ended up going with a speed, and accuracy build. I would have liked to do perception, but unfortunately I am still lacking the gear. And I think that's something that just comes along with trying to build so many champions, is it's a never-ending struggle to get good gear. And when I have been playing the game, I've been totally transparent, taking you guys along my journey with me and kind of approaching this 300-day mark, and really just the builds that I can do. I do not have amazing end gear. I am nowhere close to players who are end gear. And I think that's part of the fun, is just pretty much making them work. But the plus side, I do have him built now. So in terms of speed tuning, I'm gonna see how he kind of works in the team and if I maybe need to swap some things out here or there. But I think that he might actually be the answer for my team and really getting faster wins as well. And I think that's also going to go for normal arena. I think I'm going to just start using him in my arena team, not just live arena, and see how he does. However, I'm actually quite excited to get back into live arena and test him out with my new and improved roster. There's definitely a few different approaches I can do when battling live arena and going into these battles, and who you actually want to go first and why and things. So I do have him as the fastest on my team, and then Queen of Hearts and Thor. So I actually think that he is going to work quite well kind of going through here. Now, obviously, this is like low arena. I haven't really done much arena yet this week, so I haven't tried climbing. Like, I've got the weak defense set up, trying to farm it a little bit more as I get up there. But I do think that he can potentially work, so I'm going to kind of try him out a little bit more in here with my team and see how things go. I do think I will be able to maybe even this week swap gear out a little bit, potentially see where I can get a little more accuracy. I think speed is good now, so it's really gonna be accuracy and maybe with the accessories, and then I guess going from there and seeing how he fits in. But I am happy with his speed. I do have him as the fastest one on my actual team, which is good. And so far it looks like he's actually decreasing turn meter. And I do think as I get higher up in live arena, then definitely probably going to need even greater accuracy than what I've ended up with on him. But honestly, just trying him out right now in normal arena, I do think that he's gonna work quite well when it's time to really fully test him out, which I would do. But live arena is not open right now. Again, I wish that was not the case. It was open all the time, but at least this is one way I can kind of test him out. And I mean, so far he's definitely working in here. And as I said, I think it's just going to be tweaking a few stats here or there, and then as I get kind of better gear, making that work as well. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free legendary champion on day 1. And then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. So with the stats for Deacon Armstrong, I ended up with about 40k HP, about 250 speed, and about 200, a little bit over for accuracy. And as I said, I think things like that will improve as I kind of swap out gear here or there. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy, and I'm super excited to actually try him out in live arena. So be sure you guys subscribe so you're able to see how he actually does when we're able to get in there. And comment down below and let me know who is your favorite turn meter booster that you guys are using. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!